Good day, engineers. So today we are going to discuss part pa rin ng college algebra, and this is our second to the last topic sa algebra or sa chapter 1. So our topic for today is the quadratic equation. So what is a quadratic equation? So quadratic equations are second degree algebraic expressions and are of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So if naka-form siya ng ganito, so quadratic equation siya. So the term quadratic comes from the Latin word quadratus, meaning square, which refers to the fact that the variable x is squared in the equation. In other words, a quadratic equation is an equation of degree 2. So, kaya siya tinawag na quadratic equation kasi itong degree natin is 2. So, naka-second degree siya. So, quadratic. Quadratic equation have maximum of 2 solutions, which can be real or complex numbers. These 2 solutions, or yung tinutukoy na solution dito, is the value of x. And it is also called as roots of quadratic equation. So, yung value of x is tinatawag din na roots of quadratic equation. The important condition for an equation to be a quadratic equation is the coefficient x squared is a non-zero term. So, dapat daw yung coefficient ng x squared, which is dun sa ating original form. Diba ang original form natin is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So, dapat daw ang coefficient nitong x squared, which is the letter a, is non-zero. So, hindi siya pwedeng maging 0. Why? Kasi, diba, kapag any number na mamumultiply sa 0 is 0. So, kung 0 ang a natin, mawawala na yung x squared. For writing a quadratic equation in standard form, the x squared term is written first. So, standard form ng quadratic equation ay nakasulat daw ang x squared sa unahan, followed by the x term, which is itong bx, and finally, the constant term. So, yung c. Further, in real math problems, the quadratic equations are presented in different forms. So, itong form na to, which is the ax squared plus bx squared plus c, so ito yung ating standard form. Standard form. Then, sabi dito, hindi lang nalilimit sa ganyang form yung quadratic equation. So, pwede rin dito sa, for example, itong number 1 natin. Itong number 1 natin, paano natin siya gagawing standard form? So, by using FOIL method. Tama? So, x squared plus 2x minus 1x or x minus 2 is equals to 0. So, x squared plus x minus 2 is equals to 0. So, ito na yung ating standard form. So, ito, number 2. So, yung number 2 natin, ito na lang isulat. So, yung number 2 naman natin, diba negative x squared is equals to negative 3x plus 1. So, pwede na lang natin siyang lipat sa kabila. So, kapag nilipat natin siya, magiging x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. So, naka-standard form na siya. Next, yung number 3. So, quadratic ba siya? So, tingnan natin. Number 3 natin, 5x, x plus 3 is equals to 12x. So, 5x squared plus 15x is equals to 12x. So, 5x plus 15x minus 12x is equals to 0. So, magiging 5x, di na kasya. 5x, wait. So, saan ko ipagkakasya? Magiging 5x plus 3x plus 0 is equals to 0. Or 5x squared pala to, sorry. 5x squared plus 3x is equals to 0. So, yan, naka-standard form pa rin yan, pero ang constant natin dito ay 0. So, quadratic pa rin to, yung isang root niya is 0. So, may degree 2 pa rin siya. So, yung number 4, wala, ang gulo na. So, yung number 4 natin, dito na lang. So, x cubed is equals to x cubed din. So, i-distribute ko na ha. Plus x squared minus 3x. Tama ba? So, kapag nilipat natin sa kabila, magiging x cubed minus x cubed plus x squared minus 3x is equals to 0. Which itong dalawang x cubed, so since positive and negative, mawawala na or magiging 0 na. So, x squared, ang natira ay x squared minus 3x is equals to 0. So, ito yung ating quadratic equation. So, all of these equations need to be transformed into standard form of the quadratic equation before performing further operations. So, yun yung ginawa natin kanina. Transform natin siya into standard form. So, punta na tayo sa ating wait lang. So, next slide. Pinalitan ko muna kanina kasi nagkamali ng arrangement. So, wait lang guys ha. So, quadratic formula. Check ko lang kung nai-record. So, quadratic formula is the simplest way to find the roots of a quadratic equation. So, there are certain quadratic equations that cannot be easily factorized. And here we can conveniently use this quadratic formula to find the roots in the quickest possible way. The two roots in the quadratic formula are presented as a single expression. The positive sign and negative sign can be alternatively used to obtain the two distinct roots of the equation. So, punta tayo dito sa ating quadratic formula. So, ito yung ating quadratic formula. Kapag ginamit natin ito, dalawang roots yung makukuha natin. So, how? So, una, kapag gagamitin nyo itong quadratic formula, since itong nakikita nyo na positive or negative, kapag kukunin nyo yung x1 or yung root number 1, ang gagamitin natin is negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then, ang x sub 2 or the second root is negative b minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, ganyan nyo lang kukunin yung dalawang roots using quadratic formula. So, this formula also known as Sridharacharya formula. So, kapag mali yung pagbasa ko, pakicorrect na lang po ako. Pero, kung sinearch ko, Sridharacharya formula daw yan. So, pakitandaan. Kasi, baka hindi quadratic formula itawag ko dyan. Pag sabi ko, use Sridharacharya formula, nanibago na kayo kasi hindi nyo na alam na Sridharacharya pala yung ibang tawag sa quadratic formula. Actually, ngayon ko lang din nalaman yung Sridharacharya formula. So, diba? Kapag gusto nyo mukhang matalino, ganon. So, yun. Paano kumuha ng roots? Sabi ng instructor. So, use Sridharacharya formula. Diba? Ang social pakinggan. So, next, nature of roots of the quadratic equation. So, the nature of roots of a quadratic equation can be found without actually finding the roots in the equation. This is possible by taking the discriminant value, which is part of the formula to solve the quadratic equation. So, the value b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant of a quadratic equation and is designated as d. Based on the discriminant value of the nature of roots of the quadratic equation can be based on the discriminant value, dapat pala may the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation can be predicted. So, kapag ang discriminant daw ng isang quadratic equation ay greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. So, ito, pakisagot ang d dito, d is equals to b squared minus 4ac. Tama. Ang b natin dito is 5 squared minus 4 natin ay a natin is 1. Ang c naman natin is 6. So, pag sinolve nyo yan, d is 1. So, ito yan ito yon. So, since mas malaki siya sa 0, ang roots daw ng quadratic equation na x squared plus 5x plus 6 ay real at distinct. Kapag equal naman siya sa 0, so the roots are real and equal. So, real and equal daw yung roots kapag d is equals to 0. So, kayo na lang mag-try basta ang lalabas dito ay d is equals to 0. Kapag mas malaki naman ang 0 or d is less than 0, the roots do not exist or the roots are imaginary daw. So, ito, kapag sinolve nyo to or kinuha nyo yung discriminant niya, d is negative 11. So, alam mo na, kapag bumaba siya sa 0, yung roots ng quadratic equation na yon is do not exist or roots are imaginary. So, punta na tayo dito. Next slide. So, ito, paki-memorize din to kasi lumalabas din to sa board exam. So, the sum and product of roots of quadratic equation. So, the sum and product of roots of a quadratic equation can be directly calculated from the equation without actually finding the roots of a quadratic equation. For a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, the sum and products of roots are as follow. So, kapag tinanong, what is the sum of roots of the quadratic equation, ganon. So, laging tatandaan lang na ang sum of root or SOR natin ay negative p over a. So, ito lang yun. Wait lang. So, ito yung sum of roots alpha plus beta. So, ito yung x1 natin, then ito yung x2. Parang gano'n. So, sum of roots ay negative b over a, which is b natin is coefficient of x, and then yung a natin is coefficient ng x squared. Next, product of the roots. So, kapag pinag-multiply daw ang dalawang roots, which is x1 times x2, so, makukuha natin siya agad by, or sabihin na natin dito na POR. So, makukuha na natin siya by using the formula C over A. So, again, ang C is the constant term. Ang A ay coefficient ng x squared. So, okay na ba? Pwede na tayong mag-proceed sa ating mga examples. So, meron ako dito, number 1, find the quadratic equation having the roots 5 and 8 respectively. So, sulat muna natin yung roots. So, ang x1 natin ay 5. So, x is equals to 5. Then, yung isa, x is equals to 8. Diba kapag transpose natin to, magiging x minus 5 equals 0. Then, x minus 8 is equals to 0. So, express as factors. Sulat ko lang, express as factors. Magiging x minus 5 times x minus 8 is equals to 0. Then, x squared minus 8x minus 5x plus 40. So, paano natin isinolve natin yan? Using FOIL, using FOIL method. So, sana alam nyo na kung ano tong FOIL method. X squared, negative 8 minus 5 is negative 13x plus 40 equals 0. So, ito na yung ating quadratic equation. So, yun yung pinapahanap. So, next, number 2. The quad equation or the quadratic equation 2x squared plus 9x plus 7 is equals to 0 has a roots alpha and beta. Find the quadratic equation having the roots 1 over alpha and 1 over beta. So, kung mapapansin nyo, na-reciprocal lang sila. Tama? Alam nyo yung meaning ng reciprocal? So, ngayon, hanapin muna natin kung ano yung roots nito. So, yung roots niyan ay, so, sulat ko lang, 2x squared plus 9x plus 7 equals 0. So, using quadratic formula, negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, x is equals to negative b. Ang b natin is 9. Tama? Ito yung ating a. Wait, sulat ko na lang dito. Ang a natin is 2. Ang b natin ay 9. Then, ang c natin is 7. So, negative b is 9 plus minus square root of 9 squared minus 4. Ang a natin is 2. C natin is 7. Over 2. So, ang makukuha nating x1 and x2, so since ang ginamit naman dito is alpha and beta na lang gagawin ko. Okay? Alpha and beta. So, ang makukuha natin, negative 1, then negative 7 over 2. Ngayon, ang pinapahanap ay quadratic equation daw na ang roots ay 1 over, so 1 over alpha, then 1 over beta. So, gagawin natin, magiging 1 over negative 1, so negative 1. Ito naman, magiging 1 over, ang beta natin is negative 7 over 2. Which is, kapag inayos natin, magiging negative 2 over 7 siya. So, yan yung dalawang roots natin. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung quadratic equation using yan na roots. So, ang roots natin is negative 1. So, yan yung isa nating roots, tama? At yung isa nating roots ay negative 2 over 7. So, yan yung hahanapin natin ng quadratic equation. Sulat natin, x plus 1 is equals to 0. Then, x plus 2 over 7 is equals to 0. So, kapag in-express natin siya as factors, x plus, bakit po pala to? X plus 1, then x plus 2 over 7 equals 0. So, using FOIL method ulit, x squared plus 2 over 7x plus x plus 2 over 7 equals 0. So, pag-combine natin to, magiging x squared plus 9 over 7, x plus 2 over 7 equals 0. So, multiply both sides by 7 para mawala yung denominator. So, magiging 7x squared plus 9x plus 2 equals 7. So, ito na yung ating quadratic equation. Na ang roots niya daw ay ito. Next tayo, number 3. What is the discriminant of the quadratic equation x squared plus 7x minus 11? So, sinabi kanina na ang discriminant daw ng isang quadratic equation ay makukuha doon sa part ng quadratic formula, which is the b squared minus 4ac. D na lang. D is equals. So, magiging D is equals to, so, ang A natin dito ay 1, B natin is 7, C natin is negative 11. So, magiging 7 squared minus 4, 1, ang C natin is negative 11. So, D natin is 93. So, yan na yung ating sagot. Next, number 4. What is the sum and product of roots of the quadratic equation 3x squared minus 5x plus 8? So, ano na ulit yung SOR natin or the sum of roots? Negative b over a. Then, ang product natin or POR ay c over a. So, ito yung ating equation. 3x squared minus 5x plus 8 equals 0. So, ang a natin dito ay 3, ang b natin ay negative 5, ang c natin is 8. So, tuloy natin dito. Negative b over a at 3. So, ang sagot ay 5 over 3 or 1.667. Next, ang product of roots ay C, which is 8. Then, A natin is 3. So, ang sagot dyan, pwede na to, 8/3 or 2.667. So, diba? Madali lang makakuha nung sum of roots and product of roots. So, totoo yan. Meron yan sa board exam. Tinatanong, what is the sum of roots of the quadratic equation? So, kapag alam nyo na yung ganyan, matik na. Salpak na sa formula. Pero, pag nakalimutan nyo ito, syempre, kunin nyo si x1, then x2. Tapos, ipag-add nyo lang. So, yun na yung ating SOR. SOR. So, next na tayo, number 4, para maikli lang itong lecture video natin. Ay, number 5 pala, sorry. So, the quadratic equation whose roots are the negative reciprocal of the root of the equation 2x squared minus x minus 3x equals to 0 is, so, ang tanong dyan, hinahanap yung quadratic equation na ang roots daw ay negative reciprocal ng root na nitong quadratic equation na binigay. So, meaning, kukunin natin yung roots nitong quadratic equation na binigay, then, ina-negative reciprocal lang natin siya. So, start natin. 2x squared minus x minus 3 is equals to 0. Quadratic formula na, negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, x natin is negative 1 plus minus square root ng b natin na negative 1 squared minus 4 2 c natin na negative 3 over 2. So, ang x1 natin ay 3/2. Then, ang x2 natin ay negative 1. Ngayon, ang sabi, negative reciprocal daw. So, ito, ine-negative reciprocal natin. So, magiging x1 na natin ay negative 2/3. So, ni-reciprocal natin siya. Pinagbaliktad natin siya. Then, ito, x2. So, negative reciprocal ng negative 1, positive 1. So, tama. So, sana na alam nyo mag-reciprocal So, sulat natin to magiging x is equals to negative 2/3. Kapag nilipat natin, x plus 2/3 equals 0. Then, x is equals to 1, x minus 1 is equals to 0. So, guys, kung masyadong mabilis, pwede nyo namang palitan yung speed niya. Binibilisan ko lang kasi at baka brown out. Kasi ang aking laptop ay naka-dextrose na po. So, kailangan nakasaksak lang. May bagyo ngayon. So, binibilisan ko na. So, sulat na natin as factors. Express as factors. So, magiging x minus 1 equals 0. So, kunin na natin yung quadratic equation. So, x squared using FOIL method minus x plus 2/3 x minus 2/3 equals 0. So, multiply both sides by 3. So, magiging 3x squared minus 3x. Tama ba? 3x plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. So, magiging 3x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. So, ito yung ating hinahanap na quadratic equation. So, para i-check nyo, syempre, kunin nyo yung roots. pag kinuha nyo yung roots, tapos ito yung lumabas, tama yung sagot nyo. So, number 6. So, determine the value of k in the quadratic equation 3x squared plus 2k plus 5x minus 5k plus 1 is equals to 0. So, ngayon, ang wait lang, mayroon pa katuluyan. So, that the sum and product of roots are equal. So, kailangan daw, aalamin natin ano yung k. Tama? Then, kapag nalaman natin yung k, kapag sum of roots daw, dapat equal sa product of roots. So, kunin na natin, ang sum of roots, di ba, negative p over a. Then, ang product of root ay c over a. So, kunin natin. Sulat natin yung ating quadratic equation. 3x squared plus 2k plus 5x minus 5k plus 1 is equals to 0. So, first, i-determine natin what is A, B, and C. So, ang A natin is itong 3x squared. 3. Ang B natin is 2k plus 5. 2k plus 5. Then, ang ating constant or C is negative 5k plus 1. Negative 5k plus 1. So, kailangan daw equal si SOR sa POR. So, hahanapin natin yung value ng K, pero dapat daw mag-i-equal si SOR at POR. So, SOR natin, negative 2K plus 5 over A natin is 3 is equals to POR natin na C over A, which is negative 5K plus 1 over 3. Then, distribute natin si negative sign. Negative 2k minus 5 over 3 is equals to negative 5k plus 1 over 3. So, divide both sides by 3, magiging negative 2k minus 5 is equals to negative 5k plus 1. So, lipat natin, combining like terms. Negative 2k plus 5k is equals to 1. So, pag nilipat natin itong negative 5, magiging positive 5. So, ito magiging 3k. 3k is equals to 6. So, divide both sides by 3. So, k is equals to 2. So, kapag k is equals to 2, equal ang sum of roots and product of roots. So, pwede nyong itry. Try nyo, guys. So, next, last number. So, James is a fitness enthusiast and goes for a jog every morning. The park where he jogs is rectangular in shape and measures 12 meters by 8 meters. An environmentalist group plans to revamp the park and decides to build a pathway surrounding the park. This would increase the total area to 140 square meter. What will be the width of the pathway? So, ito. So, si James daw, nagja-jog siya everyday sa isang rectangular na park. So, ito yung ating rectangular na park, where ang sukat daw dyan ay 12 meters by 8. Ngayon, merong environmentalist group na gusto nilang i-revamp or nag-decide sila na magkaroon ng pathway or daanan palibot ng rectangular na park. So, ito yung ating pathway. And then, kapag dinagdag daw yung pathway, So, yung kabuuang area na daw nung magiging park ay 140 square meter. So, nagets nyo ba? So, ngayon, ang tinatanong, what will be the width of the path? Or ito. So, ano daw yung width nito? So, gawin natin x, then x, then ito, x. So, yan. So, kailangan daw kapag dinagdagan ng pathway ang area, total area, kabuuang area ay 140 square meters. Kasi ang 8 by 12 pa lang, itong nasa loob, 8 by 12, 96 square meters pa lang yung area. So, ito, 96 square meter pa lang. Yung ito, ito. Ngayon, ano yung width ng pathway? So, sana na-gets nyo yung gustong sabihin ng problem. So, solution, ang area ng triangle is, rectangular. Area ng rectangular, guys, area ng rectangular ay length times width. So, ngayon, ano ang ating length? Ang length natin is ito, di ba may 12 dito? So, magiging, ito ang ating length. Length natin ay 12 plus 2x. Then, ang width natin, so, di ba may 8 dito? Magiging, ito ang ating width. Ang width natin is 8 plus 2x. Then, so, sulat na natin sa ating formula. So, ang area ng rectangle pala na kailangan nating magawa is 140 square meter. So, salpak na natin sa ating formula which is ito. So, magiging 140 times 12x. 12 plus 2x, then 8 plus 2x. So, ngayon, FOIL method natin, magiging 140 is equals to 96 plus 24x plus 16x plus 4x squared. So, ito, pagsama natin, combine like terms. So, 140 is equals to 96 plus 40x plus 4x squared. So, kung papansinin nyo itong part na to, so, divisible siya by 4. So, ilabas natin si 4. Magiging 140 is equals to 4. So, kapag dinivide natin ang 96 sa 4, magiging 24 plus 10x plus x squared. So, divide natin both sides by 4. Magiging 140 over 4 is 35 is equals to 24 plus 10x plus x squared. So, lipat natin sa kabila. Gawin natin standard form. Magiging x squared plus 10x plus 24. So, ito yung ililipat natin doon. Magiging negative 35 equals 0. Combine natin itong dalawa. Magiging x squared plus 10x minus 11 equals 0. So, mayroon na tayong standard form na quadratic equation. Gagamitin na natin siya ng quadratic formula. B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So, kapag sinalpak nyo guys, so, negative 10 plus minus 10 squared minus 4, 1, tapos sina negative 11 over 2a na 1. So, x1 natin is 1, then x2 natin is negative 11. So, anong kukunin nating width? So, malamang yung positive, which is 1. Kasi wala namang negative na width. Tama? So, magiging, therefore, the width of the pathway is 1 meter. So, yun yung width ng ating pathway. So, naintindihan ba? So, let's check. Check natin. So, di ba ang length natin is 12 plus 2, 1. So, magiging 14. Then, ang width natin is 8 plus 2, 1. So, magiging 10. So, kapag ang area, di ba, is length times width, so, 14 times 10. So, 14 times 10 equals 140. So, square meter. So, same sila nung sinabi sa problem. Ibig sabihin, tama na ang width ng pathway natin is 1 meter. So, naintindihan ba? So, kapag may hindi kayo na intindihan sa ating lesson, pakichat na lang po ako sa messenger. So, minsan hindi ko nakikita yung mga nasa spam or message request. So, paki-message muna sa GC. Ganun. So, yun lang yung ating topic, quadratic equation. So, thank you for watching, guys. Please comment done watching your name and your section. So, I will check your attendance sa ating comment section. So, bye guys, and stay safe.